I would like to now call up a devoted friend of Tzedek, someone who serves on Tzedek's board with distinction, Mr. Ari Dobkin. He is here today with someone who serves on Tzedek's board, together with the chairman at Tzedek's board, a Yedid Neman, whose heart and soul are bound to the needs of Klal like no one else, Rebbe Eliezer Shiner. Rebbe Eliezer has been a tireless partner in Tzedek's mission and work, and a source of wisdom and strength for all of Tzedek. So, Moireh Rabbeisai, it is my distinct privilege to call up Mr. Ari Dobkin and to honor him with introducing a truly remarkable guest, the Administration for the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Services, Dr. Oz. Please welcome Ari Dobkin.
First of all, I just want to say it's a bracha, it's a beautiful hall, it's a bracha to be here. How lucky are we? We're so blessed. It's such a beautiful event. Let's just take a minute to be grateful for what we have here, to be together and working on such special projects. It occurred to me, coming up here, that it's a strange observation to see the different services that Tzedek is providing. And it was interesting to me to find the common denominator between the two. And really what the organization is about, from my viewpoint, from my perspective, is that it creates life in different ways. Life can be lived in different ways. Life can be created in different ways. We know from the Talmud that we have three. The Torah tells us that there are three partners in life: Hashem, a mother, and a father. But this is both at inception as well as leading us through life. And we all know that we can only get things done with partners. And Tzedek has created incredible partnerships, one of which today, Dr. Mehmet Oz, for being here. And we can't do any of the work that Tzedek is doing without partners such as him. It is therefore my pleasure to introduce a distinguished leader and dedicated public service, Dr. Mehmet Oz, the 17th administrator of CMS. Dr. Oz comes to this role with a remarkable background: a Harvard undergraduate, a dual MD and MB graduate from the University of Pennsylvania's Medical School and Wharton Business School, and a celebrated heart surgeon, an innovator who contributed to the development of devices like the MitraClip. With no less than 9 Daytime Emmy Awards to his name as the host of Dr. Oz Show, he has brought trusted health information to millions of American homes. I also might add that there might be a few times when I was supposed to be in yeshiva that I watched his show, and it was very, very informative. Now the head of CMS, Dr. Oz, combines deep medical and media experiences with commitment to public service. It is no wonder President Trump chose Dr. Oz to lead CMS, declaring that if anyone is capable to making America healthy again, it's Dr. Oz. Please join me in welcoming, get up out of your seats, come on, a friend of the Jewish people, a leader with real medical insight, media savvy, and the confidence of the President, Administrator Dr. Oz.
We're proud to welcome Dr. Mehmet Oz, Administrator of CMS, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. A renowned heart surgeon and longtime health educator, Dr. Oz now leads an agency with a $1.7 trillion budget, responsible for the care of more than 160 million Americans. Since his confirmation earlier this year, he's set a clear goal: make America healthy again. He's pushing for stronger hospital and insurer price transparency, holding providers accountable for real results, not just paperwork. Under his leadership, CMS is prioritizing prevention and wellness, launching new maternal health programs, expanding birthing-friendly hospital standards, and negotiating drug prices for the first time, including treatments for sickle cell and diabetes. And when it comes to infertility care, Dr. Oz brings hope. He's the right person to carry out President Trump's executive order expanding access to fertility treatments, reducing out-of-pocket costs, and easing the burden for families in crisis. For years, IVF has felt out of reach for so many. But with a physician, not a politician, at the helm, there's real reason to believe change is coming. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Mehmet Oz.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want you to take a moment and look around at this beautiful building and look at the murals. And there's a mural over there that says, "Words are also actions." The only room I know of that might be more beautiful than this one in Washington is the Oval Office, where President Trump painstakingly has gone through and redone it because he appreciates the importance of the stories that we tell ourselves, which is the essence of what I'm going to discuss today. Tzedek and CMS, which is Medicare and Medicaid, have a lot in common. The stories that we're telling to the American people overlap. When you enter into our building, it's called the Hubert Humphrey building. Hubert Humphrey was a senator who had run for president, but he has a quote on the wall when you walk in to the building, and it says, "It is the moral obligation of government to take care of those at the dawn of their life, the children, those at the dusk, the twilight of their life, the elderly, and those who are living in the shadows." The shadows. Think about that metaphor, the way they use light to talk about the people that we are designed to take care of. The stories that we all believe in, the stories of the Bible, speak to the fact that every great people take care of their most vulnerable. We're a great nation. We will do the same. Many of you are involved in that area. Many of you were involved with rescuing 1,300 people who were not Jews when the Taliban took charge in Afghanistan. Why did you do it? Because it was the stories that you believed in and the essence of what it meant to be human, to take care of others who were struggling. Many of you recognize the challenges we're having with fertility in this country, where 16% of married couples can't have children. If you look at the underbabied group, people who've had one child and want more, it's even higher. So there are challenges for the young in our country. And when they're born, and 53% of kids in America are born to Medicaid or CHIP, which are the programs we administer, it's our responsibility to ensure we can elevate them, take care of them at the dawn of their life, as Humphrey said. We also have a major challenge with fraud, waste, and abuse. With some of Todd's colleagues last month, Department of Justice, the FBI, the Office of the Inspector General, we broke a $15 billion criminal syndicate, multinational, with a primary locus in Russia. These are foreign countries attacking our nation using CMS, the biggest insurance company for healthcare, because we have money. And they can use the numbers, the beneficiary numbers of Medicare recipients to break into the system. So we're on top of these issues. Many of you are ethical, hardworking people. We depend on you to be whistleblowers, to tell us when there's bad things happening in the sector. A good example is hospice. End-of-life care, so vital, so precious, so sensitive, so difficult for so many families. Though we have large hospice fraud taking place mostly on the West Coast. We learned about it from people in other parts of the country, ethical operators who realized they had an opportunity to contribute to the well-being of our nation. Now, I speak about story and the importance of this president and his passion for making sure we tell ourselves the right stories. Secretary of Health and Human Services, Bobby Kennedy, likewise, beautiful vision for what our nation can be. And to do this right, we have to empower you, folks who want to do the right thing, and the people you're taking care of if you happen to be in the provider space. Patients in America are not given tools to help them take care of themselves. It is the essence of the MAHA movement. The Make America Healthy Again movement is about people making it easier to be healthy. It's fundamentally about one word. If you look around, you'll see it: curiosity. Do you really want to know the answers to why you're not feeling well, why you're not thriving, why you're not having babies, why you're suffering from chronic illnesses that we've made too easy to suffer from in America? Those are the problems we need to address. Those are the ones this administration is tackling. And with your help, God willing, we will do just that. Now, to do this correctly, we need to give patients information that they can use to be healthier every day. But we also have to incentivize the doctors and the nurses and the providers. The folks running the nursing homes, the folks running the hospitals, they have to be incentivized with information within their workflow to be able to take even better care of the people they're charged with protecting. That is a major function of this administration, to bring information to the forefront, transparency, and with that, the bravery to act on it. Because MAHA is not just about curiosity. It's also about being courageous enough to share what you've learned. Because sometimes you learn things that aren't convenient to know about. Now, this is the 250th year of our nation. The 250th anniversary next July 4th is going to be a remarkable festival. And it's going to talk about the stories that are in this Library of Congress, the stories you all study in your different classes, and the wisdom that you've had for centuries, 6,000 years of wisdom, Judeo-Christian wisdom that elevates the plight of humanity and elegantly describes the opportunities we have. So I'm going to leave you with one last vision, a vision that many of us could imagine coming to this country for the first time and seeing a bright city on the hill, well lit, a remarkable vision that you wanted to be part of if you came from other parts of the world. And many of you had relatives, first generation, who came and wondered with great intensity why America was so special. America is special because of what we believe, because of what you believe. In this country, a 250-year-old piece of parchment hanging in that Oval Office I spoke of earlier. Versions of that here in this great city speak with very clarity about the special role we have that God gave us and one we have to protect. My plea to you, as God-fearing people, is to speak to that day in and day out. Make sure we tell the right stories to the kids in our lives. Make sure we tell the right tales to the people out there who are listening, because it is those stories that will color us. I'll leave you with a quick true story. My father came to this country from Turkey. He was recruited to come to America because when he was in medical school, which was during the Second World War, the Jews were fleeing Europe from the Nazis. They couldn't go many places. One place they could go was Istanbul. And so they went to Istanbul, and they were protected there, and they were allowed to teach in medical schools, that those who were doctors and qualified, to students like my father, who was given perhaps the best education in the world for that brief period of time while these professors who had fled Europe were in Istanbul University. When America realized that, they offered scholarships to people studying in those medical schools, realizing how uniquely trained they were. My father went to the airport to come to this country with his document, with his visa. And my grandmother took him there. And she had never seen a plane before. So she asked him to bring the pilot down. Very unorthodox. The pilot dutifully, out of respect for the older woman, came down the steps. And when he got to the tarmac, my grandmother gave him a little plastic bag, paper bag of food, and said, "Give this food to my son when you're taking him to America, a land far away that I'll never see in my life." And then she looked at the plane and she said something that all of us should remember. She said, "You take this big metal bird and you fly it very slowly and stay low to the ground." That's what we're doing sometimes in America. We're not challenging ourselves. We're not allowing ourselves to go airborne, to get into the height of the stratosphere, to allow ourselves to be as great as we were intended. That's what this administration promises to each and every one of you. I treasure Tzedek and what you're doing, and I wish you the best going forth. God bless you. Thank you. I'm not allowed to leave. Oh, they're giving me a gold piece of bullion. Is it money? I'm getting an award. Thank you very much. I'll say ahead of time. I do want to express appreciation for all that you are doing, bringing together values that matter so much to all of us, and remembering the essence of what makes us special as a species. There's my host. Wow, my gosh, how are you? Good. Look at this. Dr. Mehmet Oz, lots of kind words. The Tzedek Association, Library of Congress. God bless you all. Come get a picture. Thank you.